Stimson, thank you for keeping open so late to take care of us.
Oh, that's quite all right, sir. This gun is an excellent selection, Mr. Holmes. You ought to get plenty of grouse.
Grouse are little birds, not worth the trouble of eating after you shoot them. You wait till you hook into your first salmon, old boy.
Well, mind you have everything at Baker Street first thing in the morning, Stimson, because if we're not in Scotland by the time the salmon stop running, the fish will hold Dr. Watson personally responsible.
I'll have everything at your rooms first thing in the morning.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Ah, Scotland. I shall be glad to get away from this place. The smell of heather after rain, the crisp night air, with the stars shining clear in the sky.
Bed in the bush with stars to see, bread I dip in the river. There's the life for a man like me. There's the life forever.
Huh?
Robert Louis Stevenson.
The Treasure Island fellow?
Yes, and many other lovely islands too, Watson. Hello. Oh, so the old girl has lost her emeralds, eh?
Now, Holmes, you promised no more cases until our holiday's over.
Don't worry, old fellow. I was just thinking she's well rid of her emeralds. Green was never a very becoming color to the old trout.
I say, you dropped your paper, sir.
I'm afraid you're mistaken.
No mistake. I saw you drop it. You've just been told, sir, that you made a mistake. But it is the gentleman's paper, sir. Be your feel, my good man. Mr. Holmes told you that he didn't have a paper.
Yes, but I was quite wrong. I'm so sorry. That is my paper.
There are times, Holmes, when your behavior is utterly inexplicable.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. May I recommend a visit, gentlemen?
A visit where, sir?
The best fish and chips in London,
Fish and
gentlemen.
chips? I never eat fish and chips. My friend doesn't eat fish and chips. We loathe fish and chips, sir.
Well, come to think of it, old fellow, some fish and chips might go very well just now. Thank you for your suggestion, sir. Come on, Watson.
Fish and chips, filthy stuff. I wish you'd brought our cat. Oh, oh, oh.
Hello, Ducky.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Evening.
May I suggest that, sir?
2 and 6. No, I think I'll have some fish and chips.
And you, sir?
Just a minute. I'm sorry, dear.
We serve the best fish and chips in London, sir.
Make it 2, will you?
I think I'll have an order of... Oh, gone.
I order for both of us.
What do you order for me?
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips. Huh. Nice place you brought me to, I must say.
I say, take a look at this fishbowl.
Where?
Right in my soup. A fine thing, it might have stuck in my throat.
Just a moment.
Fishbowls. I'd rather eat in an alley.
Go and eat in an alley, then. That's where you probably belong.
Likely as not, we'll both be poisoned. What's up, Holmes?
I don't know. Yet. Something definitely is. Thank you.
Fish bones. Fellow probably was right. Looks like something one might find in an alley.
That's it.
What's it?
Fishbone Alley, of course.
Oh, what's the price got to do with it?
It's not the price. It's the numerals. 2, 6, number 26, Fishbone Alley. Everything these last few minutes has been directed towards giving us that address.
Oh, come, Holmes. Who on earth would go to all that trouble?
Duchess's photograph. Duchess Rookell's house, Berkeley Square. About 8 o'clock last night. I've got it. 8 o'clock.
But you said you weren't interested in the old trout's emeralds.
I'm not.
Well?
We've just been invited rather circuitously. I've meant to appear at number 26 Fishbone Alley at 8 o'clock tonight.
Well, mumbo-jumbo, if you ask me. Probably no such place as Fishbone Alley.
Oh, yes, there is. It's off Mount Street. 7:45. We've just got time if we walk briskly.
Good night, Ducky.
Oh, but, look here, Holmes, you're not thinking of going there, are you?
Naturally, someone must want to see us rather badly to have gone to all that trouble.
But hang it all, it may be a trap.
Well, if it is, at least it promises to be an interesting one.
Sinister-looking place. See that?
expecting us.
Look out, Holmes. Careful.
Won't you go in, gentlemen?
Thank you.
Please forgive the somewhat odd way in which we summoned you, Mr. Holmes.
The method was ingenious. I'm sure you must have a reason.
Briefly, we wish to engage your services to take someone from England and deliver him to a place we shall designate.
And the name of this person?
That I am not at liberty to divulge.
Gentlemen, I'm not accustomed to working in the dark. I bid you good night.
Mr. Holmes, one moment, please. We are prepared to pay any sum you name, Mr. Holmes. I assure you this is a matter of international importance.
My dear sir, I realized that when I encountered the Prime Minister of Rovinia lurking outside an oyster bar in Soho, apparently for the sole purpose of stimulating my appetite for fish and chips.
You deserve your reputation, sir.
I take it that you brought me here on a matter pertaining to the death of His Majesty King Stefan in an automobile accident last week.
His Majesty was not killed in an automobile accident, Mr. Holmes. He was assassinated.
It's a great loss to the whole democratic world.
Won't you sit down, Mr. Holmes?
Thank you.
Roger. Permit me, gentlemen, to introduce my colleagues. Anton Petzval and Matthias Cherney.
How do you do? My associate, Dr. Watson.
How do you do, Joe?
How do you do? Mr. Holmes.
Thank you.
Dr. Watson.
Thank you, sir.
A glass of wine, gentlemen?
No, thank you.
Oh, no, thank you.
For several years now, a powerful group has been seeking to gain control of Ravenna for personal gain. The assassination of His Majesty was their first step in that direction. It is to prevent the second step that we have sent for you. For the sake of our people, it is imperative that King Stephen's son, Nicholas, be returned safely to his country.
Is he here in England?
Oh, yes. His Majesty has been educated at one of your public schools.
A wise move, sir. Sound, very sound.
You feel that you yourselves are unequal to your task?
We are up against a clever and ruthless group to whom we are all well known.
Are they aware of His Majesty's identity?
Oh, no. No one knows but ourselves. His Majesty was brought to England as a child incognito.
Have you made any plans for his return to Rovinia?
We have a plane in readiness to leave tonight. However, several stops will be necessary en route. And at any one of these stops, His Majesty's life may be attempted. Mr. Holmes, for the sake not only of our country, but for liberty and good government everywhere, we implore you to undertake this mission.
Now, Holmes, you gave me your promise. You need a rest, you know. You've not been up the mark lately.
I'm afraid we'll have to postpone our holiday, Watson.
But think of your health.
Sorry, old fellow. Gentlemen, in the interest of democratic government, I shall be happy to do my utmost to see that His Majesty reaches Rovinia in safety.
We thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Now, if we are to leave tonight, time is short, and there are certain precautionary measures that I should like to discuss with you. Watson, old fellow, come along. Will you excuse us? Come along, old chap. I suggest that you return to Baker Street, pack a bag, and have a car ready to take us to the plane.
But Holmes, I don't like the whole business.
Don't get lost.
Lost and I've been lost.
No, don't get lost. I'll see you later. Good night. Now, gentlemen, may I have your attention? Certainly a forsaken spot for an airfield.
Certainly is. I feel like one of the babes in the wood. Look out, Holmes, who's that?
I imagine we've reached our destination.
Everything is ready, Mr. Holmes. Follow me. Your Highness, may I present Mr. Sherlock Holmes
How do you do, sir?
and Dr. Watson.
How do you do, sir?
Delighted to meet you, gentlemen.
I appreciate your kindness in undertaking this mission.
Oh, not at all, sir.
I am sorry, Dr. Watson, but I'm afraid you will not be able to accompany Mr. Holmes after all. The plane we had expected to use developed engine trouble, and this, as you see, is only a three-seater.
Well, just a minute, sir. Where Holmes goes, I go too.
Well, I know, but...
Well, first we lose our holiday, now this. I don't like your going off alone, Holmes. I don't like it at all.
Come now, Watson. Whatever we must do in a good cause must be done. Look here. Ravinia isn't very far from the Mediterranean, and it has some excellent fishing. Why don't you take a boat? I'll meet you there. We'll have our holiday after all.
Come to think of it, there's a boat sailing for the Mediterranean tomorrow, the Friesland, Swedish Africa line, cargo and passenger. I have some influence with the director.
Oh, that's very kind of you, sir. It's not just that I mind giving up our fishing, Holmes, you know that. But hang it all, I want to be of some use.
And you can be, definitely.
I can be?
Would you excuse us, sir? Watson, I don't like this convenient accident. Too many people seem to be in on this secret. When our antagonists discover we've separated, it's more than likely you'll be followed. So I want you to make yourself as conspicuous as possible.
Decoy, eh? Sort of sitting duck.
That's right. Oh, hello. Be on your guard constantly. Be wary of strangers, and whatever you do, don't breathe a word regarding my whereabouts.
Don't you worry, Holmes. You can trust me.
I know I can. So long, old fellow.
We must hurry, Mr. Holmes.
I don't like it. My name's Watson, Dr. Watson.
Oh, yes, Dr. Watson. I'm very glad to have you on board, sir. My name is Johansson, the purser.
Good morning, good morning.
May I? Will you take Dr. Watson's baggage to cabin 8, please?
Yes, sir.
Sanford will be your steward.
Good, good.
Have you a cabin trunk, sir?
Naturally. One doesn't go to the Mediterranean without a change of linen.
Quite so, sir.
Oh, be careful of those fishing rods, young fellow, my lad.
Very good, sir.